Hi, I'm Dr. Rod Shaw of Math Plus Academy, and our math treat today is called the Towers of Hanoi. And it is a little puzzle that looks like this. You may have seen this before, I don't know. But you have three towers, and on one of the towers, you have a series of discs of smaller and smaller size as you go to the top. And your goal in this puzzle is to take all of these discs and move them, take the tower and move it to one of the other pillars. And the rules are very simple. On any given turn, you can move one and only one disc to another tower or another spindle. So I might do that. And the only other rule is that you can never put a larger disc on top of a smaller disc. So that is illegal. You cannot do that. So if I want to move this orange one, I need to move it, not there, but I can move it there. So those are the rules, and then I'm going to try and take all of these and move them to one of these and build the tower back up without ever putting a larger disk on a smaller disk. So my next move, maybe I'll do that. Who knows? So that is the challenge. Now, to make this a little bit more clear and to give you an example, I have built a very simple version of Towers of Hanoi here on the board. So if you don't have one of these, you can get some little pieces of paper or anything else you have in the house and label them. In this case, I have 8 discs in my tower. So eventually I want you to try and do 8 discs or 8 numbers and try and move them over. Now, here I'm just going to pretend that I only have 3. So imagine I'm just trying to do this little puzzle over here, move this to another pillar, and I just labeled them 1, 2, and 3. So I'm never going to let a larger number be on top of a smaller number. Now, as you do this, I want you to think about how many moves does it take to make this transition. So let me show you how I might do this. Clearly, I have to move this one first. I don't think it matters which of the other towers I put it on. I'll go ahead and put it there. Next move, it wouldn't make sense to move this back to here or over to there. It doesn't really do anything. So I'll go ahead and move the second disk. Now remember, you can never put a larger one on top of a smaller one. So I can't put it here. I have no choice but to move it there. Now, I really want to move this one here, but I can't. I can't place it there or there. So what are my choices here? I could move the 2 back over there, but that's going backwards. I guess I'll move this one over there. Now let's think about how many moves I've made. I moved the 1 here, and then my second move was to move the 2 there, and my third move is to move up there. Now, oh good, now I can move this one. So I'll move that one. That's 4 moves. And now you can see how this puzzle works and how you might go about solving it. I won't finish it because I don't want to give too many things away. But here I am with 4 moves, and I have managed to successfully move the 3 to a new spindle, and now I can try and build these 2 back onto here. We often solve these problems by doing a simpler problem first. That's effectively what I've done here, or at least started to do here. So try this one, and then once you figure that one out, give yourself the 4-disc problem and try 4 discs. If you figure that out, try 5 and 6 and so on. You'll probably start to recognize some patterns. Remember to keep track of the numbers of moves, 1, 2, and so on, so you can count how many moves does it take to solve these in the optimal strategy. And once you do that, you'll start to see a pattern. And I'd love for you to figure out how many moves would it take if I had 20 discs. Is that a big number or a small number? Is it 100, 1,000, a million, a billion? Is it more? That is your extra challenge, is can you figure out for any number of discs how many moves it would take? And in particular, for 20 discs, what does that number look like? As always, try it out, play around with it, and just have fun playing with math.